All right, then. This is my analysis of Mixue ice cream and tea. And some of the questions I wish to discuss in the first half of the final assignment are about the cost of data of Mixue ice cream and tea, the market situation of the raw materials, as well as long-term profits and revenues and reasonable projections. But also the geography distribution and age status of Mixue ice creams and tea's audience include the supply chain information. However, since it just went public in March of this year, I was unable to find supply chain information and like long-term profitability in the information that is it hasn't made it public. Therefore, I have made some adjustment to my visualization and asked the following three questions. So the first question is still related to Mixue's customer base, and I chose to survey both geographic and age groups, and hopefully correlate them with the population density tendency, and people distribution, and in China. The second question was about the profitability of Mixue's products. After researching the company's information of Mixue ice cream and tea, I find out that since it is a franchised company, all of its raw materials are provided by the company. Well, the main company produces up to 70% of the raw materials. Therefore, I will investigate the probability of its star products, 10 star product. Lastly, due to the fact that it has a short period of 4 years of its profit data, I would like to analyze the trend aspect of its profit and cost data. The first visualization I did was a bar chart populated with the data on the number of Mixue ice cream and tea stores in each province of China. In this chart, the data is more localized, but it is hard to see if it is geographically specific. Therefore, I chose to use map and location filters to complete the analysis of this information. Firstly, in my research, I found that people between the age of 18 to 35 are Mixue's largest audience. So the size of the circle on each province in the chart, like you can see in the chart, indicates how many of these people are in this province, like how many percent, or like how many of it, like for 10,000 of people. And also, the darkness of the circle, as you can see, the dark blue, it means that on the other hand, it's positively correlated with the number of stores in that province. The more stores there are, the darker the color will be. In this chart, we can see that the population of China is distributed mostly in northeast and southeast, and the number of Mixue stores prove that the audience in the similarity skewed with these areas. For the third chart, I went through 10 of Mixue ice cream and tea star products and work out their profit and cost, remove, and cut removed, and use a box plot to judge against the range of margins of each. In the chart, you can see that although the amount of profit varies from product to product due to like the unit price, the majority of the products have a profit margin of between 55% and 60%, with the only outlier, as you can see, being the cheapest ice cream per unit, which also has a profit margin of 40%. Therefore, even though Mixue's products have a low unit price of about $1, it still maintains a high profit margin. The last chart, the last chart shows the trends of Mixue's gross profit, revenue, and cost of its last 4 years, which shows the effort made by Mixue to reduce cost and increase efficiency. While gross profit and revenue are steadily rising to prove the sales are up, it could even manage to reduce the cost by 2023. Thus, it accomplished for optimizing the supply chain or optimizing the cost of a product after improvement of for the next income, net income. In my dashboard, I combine these four charts. Using area filter, you can filter the bar chart and the map in the same category. And clicking inside the other two charts inside, will give you more information about those percentages and the tendency of the profit and cost. Thank you so much, and I think these four charts are doing a good job in showing my answers to the three questions I asked before that, and introduce the better thinking. Thank you.